Every FIFA World Cup creates unforgettable moments. Spectacular goals, dramatic victories, and emotional celebrations capture the attention of billions around the world. Yet beyond the packed stadiums and global headlines, another story quietly unfolds, one of faith. For many players and coaches competing on football's biggest stage, success is measured by more than trophies. Before kickoff, some pause in prayer. Others carry a rosary or a medal of a saint close to their hearts. Many publicly thank God after victory and continue to trust Him through injury, disappointment, and defeat. Their witness reminds Christians everywhere that faith is not confined to churches or private moments. Even under the brightest lights of international sport, these footballers show that true greatness begins with humility before God. Croatia, a team united in faith. Few national teams display their Christian identity as openly as Croatia. Prayer before matches, participation in Holy Mass, and public gratitude to God have become familiar expressions of the team's spiritual life. Luka Modrić. Captain Luka Modrić continues to inspire both on and off the pitch. Before matches, he quietly entrusts himself to God, carrying sacred images inside his shin guards and kissing them before kickoff. Having overcome the hardships of war during childhood, he often speaks through his example that humility and perseverance are greater victories than personal glory. Mateo Kovacic. Midfielder Mateo Kovacic has likewise described faith as his anchor during long recoveries from injury. Pilgrimages and prayer have strengthened his conviction that football is only one part of God's larger purpose for his life. Kristijan Jakic and Igor Matanovic. Younger Croatian internationals Kristijan Jakic and Igor Matanovic continue this tradition, openly acknowledging that prayer gives them peace, courage, and perspective beyond the outcome of any match. Lionel Messi. Argentine captain Lionel Messi's celebrations have become instantly recognizable as he looks toward heaven after many of his goals. Through these simple gestures, he reminds millions that every talent is a gift entrusted by God. Romelu Lukaku. Belgian striker Romelu Lukaku has often spoken about how prayer helped him navigate criticism, disappointment, and pressure throughout his career, while pilgrimages deepened his trust in God's providence. Vinícius Júnior. Brazilian star Vinícius Jr. has never hidden his faith, regularly thanking God for every opportunity and achievement while encouraging others through his public witness. Neymar Jr. Brazilian forward Neymar Jr. has also been one of the most visible footballers in publicly connecting his career with faith in God. Ahead of a World Cup match, he drew attention by sharing Deuteronomy 20 verse 4, "For the Lord your God is the one who goes with you, to fight for you against your enemies, to give you the victory." For many Christians, the post was another reminder that Neymar is unashamed to acknowledge God on one of the world's biggest stages. Combined with his long-known 100% Jesus testimony and repeated expressions of gratitude to God after important moments, his witness points beyond talent, pressure, and competition to trust in God's presence and strength. Doak. Scotland's Doak has also become an inspiring example for young Christians. After helping his country record its first World Cup victory in decades, he continued to point not to himself but to God. He wears a medal of St. Michael the Archangel, prays before matches, and says his faith carried him through injuries and difficult seasons. Matt Freese and Armando the Ant Gonzalez. American goalkeeper Matt Freese extends his witness beyond football by participating in Bible studies and Christian outreach, while Mexico's young forward Armando Gonzalez drew worldwide attention after being seen kneeling in prayer before an image of the Blessed Virgin Mary, entrusting his career completely to God. Leaders who coach with faith. Zlatko Dalić. Croatia's manager Zlatko Dalić has repeatedly declared that every success in his career is ultimately a gift from God. Rarely seen without his rosary, he remains one of football's clearest public witnesses to Christian faith. Carlo Ancelotti. Veteran coach Carlo Ancelotti also speaks openly about his devotion, especially his affection for Saint Padre Pio. He believes spiritual life strengthens leadership and reminds him that success should always be received with gratitude. The greatest victory. Long after the final whistle is blown and champions are crowned, trophies will eventually gather dust. What endures is the witness of lives rooted in Christ. These players and coaches remind the world that talent reaches its highest purpose when offered back to God. Their example encourages Christians, especially young people, to remain faithful wherever God calls them, proving that the greatest victory is not lifting a trophy but finishing life's race with faith.